Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is 𝐼𝐚. In this video, I'm going to show you how to draw trees with markers. These are 4 trees I will work through in this tutorial. If you like this video and want to learn more about sketching and drawing, consider subscribing. Green, yellow, and brown are main marker colors I will be using in this tutorial. Each color you will need 3 different shades. And you will need 1 ink pen, 1 pencil, any type of drawing paper. But I recommend using paper weight at least about 120 GSM so it can hold more pigment. First, we're gonna start with something very simple. Think of the shape of this tree as a sphere plus a cylinder. Now I'm adding a light source from the upper left-hand corner. Three shades of color you have will be used on highlight, midtone, and core shadow. Now let's get started. I already used the pencil, did a very light outline. Now I'm using the ink pen to draw the overall contour of the tree. When you are doing the outline, you can draw some shadows by doing some hatching. The upper part of the tree trunk will have lots of shadow because the crown blocked some light source. You will use different strokes to draw different trees. Here I'm drawing kind of like half circle marks to create the illusion of round-shaped leaves. Now we finished the outline. When drawing with markers, I always start with light color. Later you can overlap it with darker color to add more value. The highlight part of the crown has less value, so I do hatching to stimulate lighter colors instead of doing a solid color fill. When you only have a few markers and you want to create different shades, you need to work on your drawing speed and strength. The quicker you draw, the lighter shade you will get. Now I'm keeping doing hatching to add variation to the shading and add more depth. Finally, we are using the third shade of the green to apply the darkest color to the tree. When you are using darker color, make sure you draw it slowly because sometimes you may apply darker color everywhere, but later you won't be able to cover it with lighter color, so the whole tree may turn out to be too dark. Sometimes I will draw dots at different spots to add some textures. Now I'm shading the tree trunk on one side to add more depth to it, so it won't look flat. So this is the final look of this tree. From here you can blend more color to the lighter part to add more contrast, but I'm gonna leave it like this. Okay, let's do another practice. This one we will be using the same technique, but with different colors, and I will use different strokes and marks to simulate a different type of tree. Now you know how to draw these two simple trees. Let's move on to something a little bit more complicated. At the beginning of the video, we talked about we can simplify the shape of the tree as one cylinder plus a sphere. For this tree, we can still simplify it as one cylinders but with bunch of ellipsoids. So the formula gonna be same, the only difference is we're gonna draw multiple clumps instead of just one. I'm adding a few trees in the background. You will draw lines with lighter line weight for anything in the background, so they will look far away. Some tips for drawing those circle marks. First, make sure you draw different size of marks. Try to avoid drawing same size of marks over and over again, unless you are trying to create a certain look. Second, make sure the direction of these marks are not parallel. They should look like all moving out from a center. Before we talked about the speed and the strength, here I started with a few quick strokes for the highlight part. Then I slowed it down and applied more strength to get a darker shade using the same color. Notice here I'm doing some curved lines just to follow the shape of these clumps, so it will make this part looks more 3D instead of flat. Right now I'm using a correction pen to add highlight to this tree, but if you don't have a correction pen, you can still use white color pencil or any type of white acrylic paint. Now I'm adding a light blue color to the sky to give it a little bit more interesting look. I'm going to add more darker colors to the tree trunk to add more depth. So this is the final look of this tree. Let's do another practice. So you can see the technique we used for this tree is the same as the one we did before. I would say the type of stroke you use will decide your style. I really like drawing trees with markers and ink pen. If you have questions, leave comments below. I will try to come up with a worksheet showing all detailed drawing steps so you can do your practice. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, consider hitting that subscribe button before you go. Thank you so much for watching.